Welcome to the grand finale of The Healing. Will Tim survive the duel against Oni? Can you stop the evil in time? And who is behind the mask? Who is Dr. Crow? Reveal the final secrets now.
I feel like going over everything that's happened. All the terrible things that have happened. After the death of my parents, I was emotionally devastated. My life no longer made any sense. And then Crow came into my world. They actually listened to me and eventually convinced me to punish those who were to blame for the death of my parents. Valentine, Tim, Julius, Roxy, Bernd, and Lucy. Crow added us all to a group chat called Healing. Well, I had to pretend not to know any of the others. But somehow, everything just went out of control. Crow killed Valentine and Shadow. It was horrible. I didn't want any of that to happen. And now Tim is fighting for his life too. Some crazy psycho named Oni is hunting him. Anyway, we finally have a lead. We know that Crow is a woman.
Okay, that part was very loud. Hello, welcome back to The Healing. Started with a little theatrics this time, but let's just dive right in. Tim, I implore you, please don't do anything to Tim. Please, Tim. Tim can't die. I'm begging you. Crow, Oni, we'll do anything you want. Tim isn't really dead, is he? Tim, please say something. He's no longer online. Fuck, we gotta help him somehow. One second. Let's see if that helps, the sound things. Unfortunately, it doesn't look good. Tim isn't answering his cell phone anymore. I can't take this. Tim cannot die. He gave everything for this group. And he didn't hesitate for a second when it came to freeing Lucy. I have no words. I'm so sorry for you guys. I can't even say my signature line, Thomas Dickenbrock, Radio News. And Lucy gave a tear emoji, a tear-stained emoji to Anna's comment about not hesitating for a second when it came to freeing Lucy. We must not give up hope. We promised each other that no one else would die. Crow and Oni will pay for this. We must not give up hope. He's not dead yet. Or he didn't look dead yet. I mean, it's not looking good, but Oni said he wanted a duel. He didn't say he wanted to just take advantage of a sleeping Tim, a knocked out Tim. This can't really be Shadow, right? They found their phone or something.
Yes, I'm alive. But there's no time to explain now. Oni dragged Tim into a building somewhere nearby. He's going to kill him. You gotta distract Oni so I can overpower him. And I already know how. JK Knight and Oni are brothers. You can use this to rattle Oni.
What the heck? That was Shadow. That was Shadow's voice. Damn, you've seen it yourself. That psycho got him. Did she call just us? I mean, that was definitely Shadow. She did call the whole group. I can't believe this. Shadow? Are you haunting my phone? Are you a specter? Don't worry, I'll explain everything. But first we have to save Tim. Use the info to distract Oni. Even if it's only for a split second. Actually, I'm not in a position to say anything, but Shadow's right. Every second counts now. Shadow will do the explaining later. Seriously, Wolf? Seriously, this is what you're capable of saying this right now when your friend slash longtime colleague Shadow comes back from the literal dead? Reminder, we have an actual dead body. We have an actual dead body available to us. Not available, but you know what I mean. We have an actual dead body. That was found at the scene where Shadow was burned. So, a dead body with the cause of death being burning when last we saw Shadow engulfed in flames. Your time to shine, Indigo. I can't, Wolf. There's too many revelations coming at once. I know we gotta help Tim, but... Wait. What the hell? I'm so confused. Alright, we're trying to talk to... Okay, I see. That was in the healing... Okay, alright, okay. I get it now. These are all different chats. And it's confusing. Okay. Oni, we know JK Knight is your brother. What does it matter? Family ties only weaken us. They distract us from our goals. Respect. Even the police thought I was dead. I just saw the audio spike on my microphone when I made that very pleasing noise. I should sit back from the mic a little. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, well, because I knew this twist was coming, so I paid more attention to the story of JK Knight when Victoria told it to us than I did the first time. But yeah, the information the police had about the backstory for JK Knight and Oni is that JK Knight's brother unalived himself, I think, was the story, and that there was also a sister who died in the family house. I don't remember exactly how the whole family died anymore, but I know that the information the police had said that everyone except JK Knight had died. Okay. Crow helped a little and had my file changed, but you did your homework. I always do my homework. I'm a good student. I'm a straight A student. That's not everything yet. Crow killed your brother. And I had nothing to do with it. I wanted to warn him, but Wolf told me not to. Just kidding. Wolf told me not to do it. I wanted to, but Wolf said, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
My brother is dead. I see. That doesn't matter. I took on his job, and I'm going to finish it. Tim has to.
Tim has to live? That's what you're going to say next? That's right. Crow is the real enemy. Correct. For him, you are nothing more. You are nothing more than a means to an end. Ma'am. My little girl decided as soon as I started recording.
I can't believe this. I was sure I was going to die. Shadow saved me. She's alive and she knocked Oni out.
Watch out, Tim. He's waking up.
She knocked him out. Oh, that's our Shadow. Sorry if you hear slurping sounds. What I was about to say is my dog decided as soon as I started recording that she is desperately in need of a drink of water. So, anyway, Roxy said, what happened now? And then Anna said, Tim? Shadow? Lucy said, did it work? And Anna said, oh no. Hide. There's two of you. You can overpower him easily. Hide. Apparently they can't overpower him easily. Yes, just keep as calm as you can and don't get any silly ideas. Shadow's move only worked because Oni didn't expect it. He'll be guarded now. There's nothing we can do except believe in Shadow and Tim. This helplessness always freaking pisses me off. Julius, has there been anything in this entire game that hasn't pissed you off? Other than Wolf joining the chat and being the Wolf, I don't think there's been a single thing that hasn't pissed you off. Oh, well, you got despondent. He did get despondent when Crow said that somebody was incurable and had to die. He was a little despondent. So he's been angry and despondent. And very excited when Valentine said, let's play a game. So he's been in just these very, very high emotions. Like, he's not, like, neutral. There's no neutral Julius to be seen. There's not a single moment of Julius just being, like, even keel, calm, rational, like, hey guys, what's up? I'm Julius. Not once. Not once in this game. It's like 90% angry, 10% other heightened emotional states. Mind you, he hasn't been locked in a coffin with wasps yet. He hasn't been taken to a hospital room and injected with drugs. Yeah, I'm kind of like also going over this because obviously this is the last episode of the game, and I just want to remember what we've done, where we've been, who we've seen, what we've gotten to know. So that's why I'm spending a little bit more time on like recapping events from much earlier in the game, because now I've seen them at least twice and they feel different now that I'm more familiar with them. Okay, I promise I'll keep playing and not, actually I can't promise that. Can we talk about Shadow real quick? Yes, I want to talk to you about that anyway. Sure, go ahead. I want to talk to you about that anyway, because why are you so chill? Your friend just came back from the dead. Very good. You know, losing Shadow hit me really hard. Anyway, we already talked about that. Is that I had come to terms with the fact that I had again lost someone close to me. Mona, Gabriella, Zinchetto too. I don't know who Mona is. But no matter. See, list just kept getting longer. But now, Shadow is alive. Oh, I thought he was going to be like, I've come to terms that I lost to somebody else, with the fact that I lost somebody else. How the hell could Shadow come back alive? Like, I was finally at peace with the fact that I just lose people. People I care about just die. And I made my peace with that. You don't think it's a little strange that she's suddenly reappearing? I'm happy too. I don't trust her. Good God. I'm not going to be his wet blanket. I'm happy too. I'm so happy Shadow's back alive. True. You already know her a bit. But isn't she incredible? I believe in her 100%. After escaping the fire, she will also manage to escape from Oni together with Tim. She'll probably have a lot to tell us once they're safe. Nina is like my little sister, and she will soon be better at everything than I am. Actually, she's better already. She's not better. Wolf, she's not better. But I believe you that she will at some point be better than you, but she is not better. So that's one thing. Another thing I wanted to say about this is he believes in her so much, it makes me believe in her less. Like, we've seen so many people. I mean, I guess just Clara, and we didn't hear Clara's voice. But somebody comes back from the dead after Dr. Crow supposedly killed them, and like my first knee-jerk reaction was, oh my God, it's Shadow, she's back. But now the part of me that really needs to see Wolf's blind spot because he can't see Shadow. She's in his blind spot. He would not be able to see her if she was sus. So that part of me is like, okay, do I trust this? I don't know if I trust this, Wolf. And I know that if you were looking at this situation from anyone else, like I know this about you from other games I've seen you in. Like, I know that you would look at this situation and be like, I don't trust it, if you saw it from any other perspective. But she's in your blind spot, and so I have to be the one who can see Wolf's blind spot. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to tell him that. I'm going to let him have his moment. I'm going to let him have his joy. He's already lost so much. Apparently, I still don't know who Mona is. Oh, I do think I know who Mona is. Actually, I think he talked about Mona in this game. I think Mona was one of the killers in the article that Julia shared with us, I think, when he was like, is it this wolf? Yes. Now I remember. So I do know who Mona is. Sort of. Apparently I did play that game, but I don't remember playing that game. Because my Google Play app history tells me I've played that game. Anyway, Nina. Her name is Nina. That's the other thing we were just revealed. Did you just give away her real name? She'll be a huge help for us in the fight against Crow. Did you just give away her real name? He's so happy to have her back. He's happy to have me here to confide in with his joy. Oh, shoot. Please don't mention her real name when she's around. I won't mention it if I can flirt with you. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Be alive. Was Oni looking right at him? Please don't mention her real name when she's around. Her hacker name is really important to her. I can't wait to find out how she escaped from the fire. Hopefully Shadow will be able to explain everything to us soon. Clara will freak out. Put your phones away. If Oni hears anything, you're dead. Oh god, Julius is right. Turn them off. Don't worry, they're on mute. Don't move. If Oni discovers you now, it's all over. Lucy's right. Can't he track you, Tim? Can't he track you, Tim? We just took care of that. There was a tracking chip in his shoe. We were able to destroy it. You're a genius, Shadow. Strong arm. Shadow, you really need to tell us your location. Then we can come to your aid. Why aren't we telling Clara yet? Damn it, there must be a jammer in the building. All GPS signals seem to be blocked. I can't even see my own location. But I can send you the coordinates. Sorry. To the entrance to the doll forest. I saved it. Even if the area is too huge to find us in time. It would be helpful anyway. Because there's something important I need to tell you. I've been working with... What? 2 police officers in this background. Wolf? Why are you telling the group chat this? What? You've learned a lot from Valentine's death, huh? I personally know these police officers. At least one of them. However, my contact trusts their colleague. Their names are Detective Helmut Strasser and Victoria Stern. And I swear to God, if you throw me under the bus right now, Wolf, and say, and Indigo's known about it too. I'm so glad he didn't do that. I thought for sure he was going to do that. Indigo's known about it this whole time. And you know what? I told her she could tell you. And she said, no, Wolf, I don't want to tell them. I just want to do what I want to do behind their backs. So, if you trust them, Wolf, then I do too. Oh my God. Get a room already, Julius. A room for you and Wolf. And then invite him to come over and do hacking stuff with you or whatever it is you dream of with Wolf. Me too. Shadow, send me the coordinates and I'll forward them directly to them. If we suspect that Dr. Crow is in this group, I guess we don't. I guess it's not a conversation we've had. Even me and Wolf haven't had that conversation. But Wolf is getting reckless right now. He's so excited to have Shadow back that he's just getting reckless. Also, isn't Clara at his house? Does she not see him, like, just losing his mind because Shadow's back? She doesn't see... I mean, maybe she's taking a nap or something. Okay, good idea, Wolf. They'll find you quickly with a large team. I know them too. You can trust them. They'll find you quickly with a largish team. 8 people or so. I DM'd it to you, Wolf. Oh, so that's really remote. I'll forward them straight away. Thanks, Wolf. Hey, Indigo. Hi, Winnie. How you doing? How's my boo doing, too? I discussed it with Andreas earlier. I'm already on my way home to Maya right now. The body of this poor man. We were so excited, and for a moment I thought it might really be over soon. After seeing the lifeless body of Mr. Turner, though, I now know that I must go back to the most important person in my life. I will not let anything happen to Maya. I totally get it, Winnie, But we need you. What do you think about this, Andreas? I totally get it, Winnie. I will say you're leaving potentially the most important person in my life. Potentially. Someday he could be that. Alone. You're leaving him alone to fend for himself. But he was gonna go alone anyway, I guess. I'm just saying you're leaving him in a situation to go be with Maya. Like, I totally get needing to go home to be with Maya. And yeah, Andreas should just be going home with you. He should just be leaving the dangerous place too, actually. So yeah, no, totally get it, Winnie. 100% get it. Hi, Boo. Me too. I'm a little disappointed you can't help us anymore, Winnie. But your sister comes first. Maybe I can support you somehow remotely. I'm still here for you. I mean, I've been supporting them remotely this whole time, so cool. Thank you, Winnie. We're here for you too. We're here for you too. So it's just you and me now, Boo. By the way, in the meantime, I have anonymously informed the police. Unfortunately, there are no surveillance cameras in the entire store. Could have been very helpful if there had been some. At least this little trip is worth something. We now know with 100% certainty that Crow is a woman. I'm not 100% certain, but... And what if it was just one of Crow's helpers? We call them the cronies. What if it was one of the cronies? Are you really sure about that? Surely anyone could have picked the ring up, right? Surely anyone could have picked up the ring, right? Like, I get that it was a woman who went by the name Jane Doe, but... Theoretically, yes. But it seems to be extremely important to our doctor. And I don't think Crow would leave that job to anyone else. Think about it. Crow has been personally involved in the healing so many times. She could have just sat back in her ivory tower. Let her helpers do the dirty work. When things are important to her, she always does them herself. Let's wait and see. I was thinking about that too. You're right, I didn't think about that. True. You're right, I didn't think about that. Once we start dating, Andreas, and you're like fully in love with me, I'm not going to be telling you you're right all the time. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that ahead of time. It seems logical to me, and I'm hardly ever wrong about things like that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we still don't know how Crow knew we found Mr. Chenna. How can she always be one step ahead of us? She's just a dumb woman. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. He would never. He would never. I'll keep looking for answers. Now we keep our fingers crossed for Shadow and Tim so that they get home safely. Yes. Well, you keep your fingers crossed. I'm gonna go help. Probably hack something. Guys! Oh my god, Tim, I've missed your guys. Guys! We did it! No, Shadow did it. Guys. Thanks to her, we could escape and are now safe. We're out of the building and the goddamn forest. I'm so happy for you, Tam. Thank God. Oh my god, that's a load off my mind. I didn't want to be the one to have to tell Anna about the date you had planned for her, so I'm so glad that you get to do that yourself, Tim. And I didn't want to be the one to have to tell Clara how in love with her Shadow is either. So I'm so glad Shadow gets to do that herself. I'm pretty sure Oni will keep hunting you. I don't know how we can make it up to you, Shadow. Same here, Roxy. I don't know how we can make it up to you, Shadow. You can thank me later. I do owe her a spa day. I do owe her a day at the spa. This Oni is brutal and a ruthless killer. I want to be as far away from him as possible. Take care, please. Then you shouldn't waste any time. And please let us know if there's anything we can do. Strasser and his team still need a few minutes. You really got to hurry. Fuck.
You fools! You believe that Tim can escape, do you? You have only further delayed the inevitable. Hell will rain upon him, and he will die.
Gives me the creeps every time I see him. What a sick freak. Gives me the creeps every time I see him. Shit. We're off. We'll be in touch. What happened? Oni just made a call in the healing group chat. He will keep chasing Tim. Sick. Thomas, Dick, and Brock. Radio News. I'm so worried about them. Tim and Shadow can do this. Tim and Shadow can do this. They got this. Guys, damn it. Damn it. You can do it, Anna. I know what you're trying to do. You can do it. Indigo, I can't do this one-on-one chats anymore. I want everyone to know about it now. If anything should happen to any of you before then, I would never forgive myself. I think it's the right decision. Sure, you want to do this in the group chat? What do you mean exactly? I think it's the right decision. What? What are you talking about? I know everyone's secrets, Julius, including yours. So, don't worry about it. Bernd, Roxy, Tim and Indigo already know. Oh, sorry. Bernd, Roxy, Tim, and Indigo already know. I was like, wait, what? Roxy knows too. And then I was like, oh, wait, yeah, so does Bernd. Okay. Bernd, Roxy, Bernd, Roxy, Tim, and Indigo already know. What's up, Anna? You must know that I never wanted it to come to this. I sent Dr. Crow after you. What? What the fuck? I don't believe this. Why the hell? That was a pretty mild reaction for Julius. All things considered. Thank you, Julius, for keeping your temper in check-ish. If you like, I'll explain it to them. I know it's a shock, but please listen to Anna. I'm not explaining it to them. This is her atonement. I don't atone for other people. I let them atone for themselves. I know it's a shock, but please listen to Anna. A year ago, my parents died. Each of you in the group share responsibility for this. She's getting better at telling the story and just diving right in. Then Crow entered my life. He said that my parents would only find justice when you are punished. But I never wanted anyone to die. Correction, she said your parents would only find justice when you're punished. Hey, hold it. There's no way I had anything to do with the death of your parents. I only almost killed that one guy, but I didn't kill him. I mean, whoops. Yes, you did. Except for Andreas, Thomas, Wolf, Indigo, and Shadow. All of you were involved. That's a lot of exceptions. Except for, half of you. All of you were involved. Except for half of you, all of you were involved. Bullshit. Julius, you have to hear Anna out. Crow twisted the facts to make you look guilty. Julius, please just hear Anna out. I don't have to do anything. At least from my side, it is unfortunately true. It started when I was a little girl. Like I said, what's my relationship with Julius right now? Whew, boy. Like I said, Bernd already knows about it, so I'll keep this short. My biological parents were violent drug junkies. Fortunately, my teacher found out about it and got the police involved. I ended up living with wonderful foster parents who I loved more than anything. After a while, social services got in touch. They sent me back to my biological parents. I'm sorry, Anna. Wow, that's some story. But what does Bernd have to do with this? At that time, I approved the adoption of the biological parents, but I already explained to Anna that my hands were tied. Anna, please continue with the other guys. As I said, Crow was manipulating Anna. I didn't actually say that yet, but I will. As I said, Crow was manipulating Anna. Yes. I know now that I shouldn't have listened to him. No, you shouldn't have listened to her. It wasn't until about a year ago that I decided to start looking for my foster parents again. That's when I learned that they passed away not long ago. Dr. Crow told me how this came about. Roxy had an affair with my foster dad, Jan, just before he died. When my mother found out about it, her world fell apart. She got into her car and tried to drown her sorrows. Wait, I have to interrupt for a sec. You slept with a married man, Roxy? Yes, I know it was a mistake. I can't say anything in my defense except that I'm sorry. My mother never touched a drop of alcohol, but on this day she went to a bar. Not just to get drunk, she needed someone to lean on. Someone in the group should recognize this bar. It looks like Adobe stock 141432 image. Just kidding. I just made that number up. But it does look like a stock image. I recognize it as Adobe stock number 141412. Whatever I just said. I already have a hunch who... Anna, please don't drag this out unnecessarily. Yeah, she's being quite theatrical right now. Oh my god, that's my bar. Yes, according to Crow, you got my mother drunk, pouring her drink after drink. He said that for you, my mother was nothing more than an opportunity to make money. She was a hurt woman. And then you let her get in her car drunk. Please tell me why you did this. I would like to hear your perspective on this. Have multiple points of view. I'm interested to hear your explanation, Lucy. Let's see what Crow manipulated about this story. My God, Anna. That was your mother. This story, this woman, I remember her. And I remember the story she told me back then. She looked so sad, so hurt. But believe me, I didn't take advantage of your mother or make her drunk. On the contrary, at some point, I stopped serving her drinks altogether. I offered to pay for her cab or drive her home after my shift. Damn, you sent a killer after us for something like that? What the hell's wrong with you, Anna? And, Julius, she made up a brother. She made up a brother who doesn't exist. Like, come on. Damn, Julius, get a grip. I can understand your reaction, Julius. It's not as simple as that. I didn't want this to happen. Crow convinced me you're evil. It's called The Anatomy of Hate. Watch it. Good Lord, he's completely twisted the facts. What have I done? Don't blame yourself, Anna. Please continue with Julius and Valentine. Yeah, I mean, Look, I'm not going to lie to you, Anna. You're going to be in therapy trying to reconcile what has gone on here and the role you've played in it for a long time. You have a long journey of therapy ahead of you, and I support you and I support your journey. But right now, there's no need to blame yourself. We need to start on that path of forgiveness, of self-forgiveness. You have my forgiveness. You have Tim's forgiveness, I think. Probably. You have Wolf's forgiveness. If that helps, if that means anything to you. Don't blame yourself, Anna. Don't blame yourself, Anna. This is Dr. Crow's fault. Thank you, Indigo. But I will never forgive myself for this. I'm just going to go with what Crow told me.
Hey, I just saw the notifications on my phone that Anna is about to tell her story. She already told me everything, and I just hope you guys are understanding because this is not an easy situation. And we all don't know how we would have reacted if we were in her shoes, okay? So let her finish and try to have some sympathy.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Tim. That guy really loves you, Anna. He's really into you, Anna. Thanks, Tim. Dude, how can you be so chill about her betrayal? Anna told you she didn't want this. Tim, please focus on your escape. I got Anna. You just focus on getting out of here alive. Because you know what Anna's never going to forgive? Any of us if we don't let you get out of there alive. Anna told you she didn't want this. And she told Dr. Crow that when she didn't even know we were listening. Still, she sent a psycho killer after us. Yes, but Anna also turned against Crow. And she was in an exceptional situation at the time. And she was the first one to jump up, throw on her shoes, and go help Lucy. Guys, I've been holding back so far because I'm so shocked. And because I don't think it's right to get involved. It's not, Andreas. But thank you. But damn it, let Anna finish her story. Then we can finally get back to Crow and his minions. And you know, I know all about trying to finish your story because I am a blogger. Okay, I'm listening. After my mom left the bar, she got into her car drunk. I know that was careless and wrong. But what happened next still wasn't her fault. On Monday evening, a severe accident occurred on Highway 75, caused by a failure to yield the right-of-way. While the driver of the black BMW, Julius T., got away with a few scratches, the 55-year-old female driver of the silver Audi was hospitalized with serious injuries. As we were informed by the police officer in charge, the blood samples of both drivers showed a significant amount of alcohol. Investigations into the cause of the accident are ongoing. The question of guilt could not be clarified so far. Thomas Dickenbrock, Radio News. Just kidding, that wasn't Thomas. Julius, did you cause the accident? I already had a hunch. How terrible. How terrible. Julius, are you okay? Oh, fuck. The other driver? That was me. Yeah, no shit, Julius. I mean, yeah, there's probably lots of Juliuses in the world, but you're part of this group and the other driver's name was Julius T, so... Oh my god! I'm beginning to understand the big picture. Shit, Anna, I can hardly believe I'm saying this. I understand that you hated us. Until just now, I didn't know that the other driver was your mother. Crow manipulated you in that case, too. It wasn't me who caused the accident. It was your mother who took away my right of way. I'm such an idiot. No, Anna, Crow is just a manipulative bastard. What exactly happened back then, Julius? Star, star, star. I don't usually drink alcohol at all when I'm driving. But on that night, you have to know I wasn't doing very well at the time either. Right? He'd just gotten out of prison. Anyway, I was an idiot and I got into the car drunk. I'm still blaming myself for it today. It was already the middle of the night when I was driving on the country road. The other car had no lights on. That's why I didn't see it when it cut across my right of way. I clearly remember the sound of shattering glass and the loud bang. It was a nightmare. Anna, there's one thing I don't get. I visited your mother in the hospital the next day to ask about her condition. The doctor said she was out of the woods. The accident didn't kill her. It didn't? Valentine was working as a nurse at the hospital at the time. He wasn't focused at work and ended up giving my mom an overdose of her medications. He overdosed my mother with morphine. At least that's what Crow said. Probably another one of his lies. Valentine's no longer here to defend himself. It's exceptional how the coincidences came together. Sad, really. I'm honestly speechless right now. Valentine's no longer here to defend himself. Yes, and I will never forgive myself for that. I will never forgive myself anyway. Therapy, therapy, therapy. My father blamed himself for my mother's death. He took his own life by jumping off a bridge. According to Crow, Tim was involved in my father's suicide. But now I know that this was also just a lie. Now you know the whole story. Why did Crow let Anna be part of the group? Unless she wanted Anna to come to this exact conclusion. Like, maybe being part of this group was part of Anna's healing in some weird way. Like, because Crow knew, at least at some level, like, if there was a finding of facts for the car accident case with Julius and the mom, like, there's a police report that probably says that Anna's mom was to blame. Like, if her vehicle's car lights weren't on, that immediately confirms Julius's story. So, and with both of them having alcohol in their blood, like, but my question then is, why did Crow let Anna be part of the group? Because she was bound to get to know these people as people. And, like, my first thought when she said that, like, oh, when she said, but I know this was also a lie, I was like, well, of course. It's going to be harder for her to hold on to this narrative about Tim. Because, A, among all the things that he did, that people did, this one felt like the biggest stretch. Like, Tim's thing felt like the biggest stretch to begin with. And second of all, like, I mean, Lucy's felt like a big stretch too, and Burns too. Well, no, not Burns. But Tim's felt like the biggest stretch. And yet, but she also just has, like, feelings for him. So she was going to let him off the hook. I don't know what I'm saying, but I just don't understand. If you really wanted this plan to actually work and you didn't just want to torture Anna in addition to all these other people, why would you have let Anna be in the group? Also, if we suspect that Crow is one of this main group of people, that means that Crow told Anna about their own involvement in this, in the death of her parents, right? One of these people, one of the 6 people, if we suspect one of them of being Dr. Crow, which I'm not saying I do, but if we were to suspect one of them, that would be a factor to consider. That's a lot to digest. Thank you for being honest with us now. Thank you for being honest with us now. It's the least I can do. Also, well, I'm not going to. So this is the story that Crow made you believe. I supposedly caused you to be taken away from your foster parents. Years later, Roxy had an affair with your foster father. Her mother found out about it, which is why she went to a bar, where Lucy supposedly made her drunk. On the way back, Julia supposedly caused the car accident, which is why she ended up in hospital, where Valentine kills her by overdosing the morphine. As a result, your father commits suicide, in which Tim is involved. Anna, I'm sorry for being so harsh with you earlier. I can now understand how hard that must have been for you. In my other playthrough, she told Lucy in the private chat and not Burned. And Lucy said the exact same thing here, so ditto. I don't know how to thank you guys for understanding. Oh, we understand you, Anna. We do not understand Dr. Crow. We are pissed at Dr. Crow. Like, don't misunderstand. Our forgiveness ends with you. It ends with you. The only question that remains is why Indigo is in the group. Why Indigo is in the group? Indigo? Why Indigo is in the group? Indigo, why Indigo is in the group? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Because she has nothing to do with the death of my parents. And Crow made a secret of her too. And then why is Shadow in the group? And then why is Andreas in the group? And then why is Thomas in the group? And then why is Wolf in the group? Because all of them are only in the group because Indigo is in the group. It's been a long time without a hacking game. I've just had to sit here and talk for 53 minutes, so usually I get at least like a little hacking break in the middle. I've been thinking about it all the time. I hope we find out soon. And I hope the reason's a good one. That's an interesting question. Thomas Dickenbrock, Radio News. Guys, I need a few minutes to catch my breath. Yeah, it was a lot to take in. Even the second time I heard most of this. Or at least my part of it. At least Lucy was hearing about it for the first time. Yes, it was. Tim? Shadow, how you doing? Let's all take a few minutes to rest. No, but I still want to know how Tim is doing. And Shadow. Yeah, I don't get to rest. You all get to rest. How nice it must be. Wolf, Indigo, are you there? Yo. Yo, I'm following along with some real, true, drama. Is it urgent? Yes, I'm here too. Please tell us there's good news. I'm here too. Very good. I think I came across something significant. While Helmut is on his way to this mysterious forest where Tim was held, I'm in the process of looking deeper into the seized files of Joshua Kramer. Then I came across the following picture. Look at those clean feet. I mean, sorry, that's a body. I'm sorry, I should be more reverent towards the dead body. Who is this? A dead body? When was this photo taken? Who is this? That's the question. I need you two to find the answer. There's also an audio file in the same folder. Unlike the picture, however, this one is locked. You don't have to say any more. Indigo and I will take it from here, right? Sure, if I have to. You owe us one, Victoria. Of course. Sure. Awesome. Are those my directions? Just a moment. I'll start the hacking process. Alright, that was a long time without any hacking. But yeah, what did we learn? We learned a lot. We learned a lot, and we will review what we learned at the beginning of the next episode. But now, it is time for me to let the real Indigo go. Okay, see you later.